Hi, I'm Fiona Fox and welcome to another episode of Whiplash TV right here on the Wrestling Channel. Now we have a great show lined up for you this evening, but before we go any further, let's just recap on some of the events that went down last week. You may remember that Charlie Rage managed to get himself a title shot with SOS, and if it wasn't for the interference of Drew Galloway, who knows what might have happened. And Seamus O'Shaughnessy will be voicing his concerns on that situation in the ring later on this evening. And also last week, even though he was defeated, the French Paradox Pierre Marceau made a very impressive debut in his match against Vic Viper. But moving on to tonight's show, coming up we've got the Heretic Red Vinny as he takes on Bingo Ballance in a cruiserweight encounter. And fans of Madman Manson will be glad to see his return to Whiplash TV as he goes one-on-one with George McFly. So right now, let's join Eamon Darcy at ringside.
Introducing my guest at this time, the Drew Galloway.
Welcome to ringside, everybody. Eamon Darcy here for more Whiplash TV action. Once again, we are in the Laughter Lounge here in Dublin City Centre. And we're kicking things off with a man who's got some questions to answer in my book. The Drew Galloway. At the end of last week's programme, you saw him assist SOS, Seamus O'Shaughnessy, in his victory over Charlie Rage in one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. The Drew Galloway actually assisted SOS in successfully defending his championship.
Keep the noise down because I don't speak Irish anyway. Shut your mouth and don't let me come out there and smack the taste out of it. Listen! Those who think I came out here to help SOS, I've got another thing. Shut up! Those who think I interfered in the SOS Charlie Rage match to help SOS better think again. You know, there's so much damn injustice in IWW, it makes me sick. I'm over here every single month, busting my ass to climb the ladder to get the title shot. And what does Charlie Rage do? He swats. Shut up! He swannies on in after being missing for a year and gets given the shot. Don't start that crap. Wait, listen, let me get straight to the point. SOS! 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 SOS, I want you to come out here and look me in the eye and tell me I don't deserve a shot.
And SOS is answering the call of Galloway. We're going to find out exactly what's going on here.
Whoa, big man, keep your distance. You put those hands... Wait. You put those hands on me, I'll have you arrested. I'll make sure that you sit... Wait, back off. I'll make sure you wind up in a cell with a bigger freak than you to make you sheepish. Okay? Now, chap, you know better than anybody, I deserve the shot. Now I'm going to pass this microphone. Where is it? Shut up. Where's the announcer? I don't trust this man. I'm going to leave this microphone here.
Act like a man, Galloway, and not a bitch, okay? You want a shot at this belt? You want a shot at this? No problem. No problem, man, no problem. If you were listening to what I said earlier on, this belt, I'm taking it all away and I'm defending against anybody I can. I know, again, you got the best in Scotland, indeed, Drew Galloway. Well, Drew, as far as I'm concerned, I've no problem putting that belt on the line here tonight.
Wait a minute.
No problem. Does anyone have any objections to me kicking this Scott's ass all over the ring tonight? Sorry, I can't hear you. You've got to speak louder.
I think that's a yes.
Well, Drew, there's 3 things you gotta know about me. I'm big, I go around here, but I've always been, I'll always be. Come with me! SOS, Seamus O'Shaughnessy, is gonna get mythical on your ass, and I'm gonna kick you from turnbuckle to post around this ring in front of all of these people. You want this belt? You come and try and take it from me. I guarantee you, I'm gonna kick your butt all the way back to Scotland.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. How rare is that? The champion actually issuing the challenge. SOS is set to face Drew Galloway here tonight for the IWW Championship. What a main event it's going to be here on Whiplash TV.
I bring the pain with a fistful of fury. I'm the judge controlling the
The next chapter in the history between SOS and the Drew Galloway is going to be written here tonight in the Laughter Lounge as those 2 men go face to face for the IWW Championship tonight.
Bruiser, you put the coat hanger over the window, you clip it up, you get in, you rip the panel out and the 2 wires and it's gone. You're an amateur. Ballymun Bruiser there just trying to sort out a mode of transportation to get us out of this dump this evening, because we will need to make a quick getaway. I'm going to get a bit James Bond on you, but there's an operation in action. Tonight, the Bruiser and Keego Ward are going to be smacking around one of the most recognisable faces in IWW. Tune in, you're going to see it. Step 1, we're knocking him out. Step 2, we're getting out. Step 3, we're going to Stringfellows for a bit of dancing and some finger food. Tune in.
This match is scheduled for 1 fall. Making his way to the ring from Clontarf, weighing in at 154 pounds, Ballance!
And there he is, Bingo Ballance, a man who's making a great name for himself here in Irish Whip Wrestling, a young newcomer, and last week you saw him in action against Puck in one of the most amazing cruiserweight battles I've ever seen. Ballance was in a losing effort on that occasion. He fell victim to that 630 senton. But Ballance has certainly won himself over the crowd here in Dublin, and tonight he's going to have his work cut out for him once again as he faces the heretic, Red Vinny.
And his opponent,
before this court, accused of heresy,
from Dunshaughlin, weighing in at 174 pounds, the heretic, Red Vinny!
And there is the heretic, Red Vinny. This is our first look at him here on season 2 of Whiplash TV, a very popular young athlete. Another man who throws caution to the wind. He is known as the Crimson Demon, the heretic, Red Vinny. You talk about a man with a dark and mysterious past. And here we go. Both men going right at it. Beautiful Japanese arm drag by the heretic. Ballance on that ring apron trying to fight off the heretic. Springboard elbow by Ballance. What a move. These 2 men are going to light it up here tonight on Whiplash TV. Forearm to the face by the heretic, Red Vinny. Beautiful leg sweep. Hilo followed by the moonsault. Near fall by the heretic Red Vinny. He calls that the Forgotten Falcon. And right now I'm being joined by Puck.
Hello, mate. How's it going?
Welcome to ringside, Puck.
Nice to be here, mate. Nice to be here.
What a match we're going to see here, Puck. You know Bingo Ballance very well. You fought him last week here on Whiplash TV in what was a tremendous match, I have to say.
Well, thank you very much, mate. Yes, very, very strong competitor.
Near fall there by the heretic as Bingo Ballance kicks him off into the turnbuckles.
So anyway, mate, I'm just here.
A quick cover by Ballance, but a 2 count.
But yeah, I'm just here to see the competition I've got next week. Well, see Red Vinny, see Bingo Ballance, see, you know, what type of competition do you have in the cruiserweight division here?
No doubt the cruiserweight division very, very tough here in Irish Whip Wrestling. And you're going to find that out in the upcoming weeks here, Puck. You better believe that. Butterfly suplex, nicely done there by Bingo Ballance. He goes for the cover on the heretic. Near fall there for Bingo Ballance. You can attest to the toughness of Bingo Ballance in last week's match.
Yeah, believe me, man, he's one of the tougher guys I've went up against. He's very impressive.
Ballance now on that ring apron. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Look at that.
Now that hurts. Believe me, that hurts.
No doubt about it. Beautiful twisting press over the top there by Bingo Ballance. This man doesn't give a damn about his own physical well-being. The heretic taken down in a modified fall-away slam there by Bingo Ballance. Vinny felt the effects of that one.
You know, these guys are both very impressive, but, you know, I don't think that either one is quite the caliber that I'm at right now, you know. Yeah, last week you saw me defeat Bingo in, what was it, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, you know. I disposed of him quite quickly.
Don't count these two men out yet, Puck. These two men are very tough individuals.
Well, yeah, but come on, you've seen me, man. You know what I'm all about.
Are you saying you're better than the rest of the guys here in Irish Whip Wrestling, or what?
Well, I think it's just a case of generally the English are just better than the Irish in general.
Give me a break. Bingo Ballance with a leg lariat.
You know that's true, man. Everybody at home knows it's true.
Please, there's a cover by Ballance. I'm starting to not enjoy this conversation at all.
Well, come on, you look at everything. You look at the football, you look at the rugby.
What gives you the right to come out here and bash the Irish nation?
Hey, I'm not bashing you. You're very good. It's just you're not quite English, are you? You're not quite as good as England.
And some people prefer it that way, Mr. Park, let me tell you. The heretic Red Vinny with a series of chops in the corner on Bingo Ballance, challenging Bingo. Nice Uranagi slam there by the heretic Red Vinny. He's going up.
What's this gonna be?
If you've never seen this man Park fly from that top rope, take a look at this. The heretic, one of the premier aerialists in the entire wrestling business.
If it's anything on me, I'll eat my hat.
Check it and look at that! The one-winged angel by the heretic. That is absolutely breathtaking, Puck. You'll have to agree.
Now that's one I've never seen before.
Nice counter there by the heretic into the arm drag. Bingo Ballance is not out of this one yet. Over the top, nice blown over, teardrop. There it is.
What was that?
His patented move, the teardrop by the heretic. Forget about it.
Very impressive, very impressive.
That's all she wrote.
So does that mean it's me and Vinny?
It looks like you're next on the heretic's hit list there, Puck.
Yeah, I'm not sweating. I've got this covered.
Puck with some very disingenuous comments about the heretic Red Vinny and Bingo Ballance for that matter, but you've got to believe that Puck is going to face off against one of these two men very soon here on Whiplash TV. Nonetheless, what a very impressive victory for the heretic Red Vinny here on Whiplash TV, ladies and gentlemen, but give it up as well for Bingo Ballance. What a match by both men.
McFly, you're against the insane one, Madman Manson, tonight. He's never been beaten here at Irish Whip Wrestling. How do you feel about it?
This is a chance for me to prove myself. Madman Manson, bloke comes out in a little suit all tangled up. He's an idiot. No, I don't know. I like the way you grip that mic. Just 2 hands there. Beautiful. Anyhow, tonight, Manson, as I said, this is a chance for me to prove myself that I'm number one. But I don't know why this dude's gonna pull out his bag of tricks. He could pull out a hammer, smack me. I'm out cold. I don't know what's going on. So, Manson, I've called upon 2 people. 2 people that I can trust. The Ballance Bruiser and Keego Ward. I got them the cheapest pack of beer and a packet of scampi fries. Just for a laugh, like, so we can all go back and have a laugh.
And what are they going to do for that?
They're going to take care of business. If Manson pulls out a hammer, Keego's going to take it off him. If Manson pulls out a wrench, Ballance Bruiser's going to break a car and rob it, whatever, I don't know. And after tonight, Manson, Madman Manson is going to be Dead Man Manson, courtesy of George McSuperfly.
Our next match is scheduled for 1 fall. Making his way to the ring from Dublin City, weighing in at 220 pounds, George McFly!
And there he is, all the way from Hill Valley Heights, Mr. George McFly. And he's being joined by Keego Ward and the Ballymun Bruiser, otherwise known as the man with the golden can. Oh, wait a minute, Keego Ward's got that bottle. He's just drenching the fans at ringside. George McFly bringing his entourage to ringside, and you can bet he's going to need it. He's facing the insane one, Madman Manson, who is still, as a matter of fact, undefeated here on Whiplash TV. George McFly with a big opportunity here tonight to knock off one of the top premier stars in Irish Whip Wrestling. McFly with some words to the fans there at ringside. George McFly, of course, you will all remember, at one time was a member of a very successful tag team here in Irish Whip Wrestling, known as the Party Animals, but he's gone solo.
And his opponent.
And he may regret that right now.
Way to the ring. Weighing in at allegedly 1,083 pounds from the new Bedlam Asylum, Manson!
And here he comes, Madman Manson, eating his way through the curtain. Check out this guy, straight jacket and all. The insane one, the diabolical Madman Manson. Manson has been on a tear here in Irish Whip Wrestling, absolutely destroying everyone in his path. And he's intimidating, and rightly so, the Ballymun Bruiser and Keego Ward on the outside. And believe me, you do not want to be anywhere around Madman Manson when he gets in that zone, and George McFly doing the smart thing. Attacking Madman Manson right from the get-go. That's the only way you're going to get the upper hand on this man. Manson is still trapped in that straitjacket. The referee better do something about that. And this match could very, very quickly turn into a handicap match. And George McFly conversing over there in the corner. What a clothesline though. Manson almost took his head off. McFly in trouble here, nearly going over the top. He goes right on top of Keego Ward and the Ballymun Bruiser. McFly is hurt, and Manson has got him in his sights. Look out, clothesline. He just took out the entire entourage there. Madman Manson bowling over all 3 men on the outside of the ring. This is chaotic right from the get-go. Manson with a few extra shots for Keego and the Bruiser on the outside. George McFly on the inside of the ring there may have had some bruising there in the nether regions. What a belly-to-belly suplex nonetheless by McFly. Don't overlook the abilities of George McFly. He's a 200-pounder. He knows what to do in there. A knee right to the side of the head. There's the hook of the leg, and no. McFly arguing with the referee there about the count, but the ref was in perfect position there. Manson in trouble now. Side rush and a leg sweep. Sunset flip now by McFly. No. What a submission hold here by George McFly. He's got Manson tied up in all kind of ways here. He's got the body scissors on. And a chin lock as well, followed by the sunset flip. Very innovative wrestling there by George McFly. As I told you, a very talented competitor is the man from Hill Valley Heights. Clothesline and a cover. 2 count only. You're not going to beat Madman Manson without at least hooking both legs. Manson now trying to fire back with those right hands to the gut of George McFly. And there's a backcracker. Driving both knees into the kidneys of Manson. What a vicious backbreaker. But again, the nonchalant cover, and McFly once again arguing with the referee. He'd be better off laying the impact on Madman Manson, continuing this assault. You don't want to give Manson a chance to get his breath back, because he'll pay for it. Don't forget tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our main event is going to be a one-on-one championship match for the Irish Whip Wrestling International Heavyweight Championship. SOS, the reigning champion, defends the title this week against the Drew Galloway, a man he knows very, very well indeed. And now back to the action here. McFly sensing victory. Here he comes, but he gets a knee right to the midsection for his trouble. Manson with a clothesline. Oh my God, McFly landed right on his head. What an impactful shot from the second turnbuckle. The Ballymount Bruiser is there up on the ring apron. Keego Ward now trying to get into the ring as well. The referee better get those guys down out of there. Manson's going to take matters into his own hands here, I think. Wait a minute, George McFly just nailed the Bruiser. The man with the golden cat is out of it. And now Manson, all-the-way slam right into Keego Ward. Manson is a house of fire. Up goes George McFly. What are we going to see? There it is. Forget about it. The institutionalizer.
And your winner,
Manson with the institutionalizer on George McFly, but look out. Keego and the Bruiser now all over the Madman. The bell sounds again here. We got to get some people in there. Manson's being assaulted. Wait a minute, Manson now at the mercy of this trio of idiots. A low blow by George McFly. Oh, wait a minute here, we don't need to see that. McFly having his way with Madman Manson. This is absolutely horrible. They're a pack of dogs, they're a pack of thieves. Manson has just been mugged inside the ring, totally assaulted. This is absolutely horrible. You can bet there's going to be repercussions for this lot. Manson is hurt in the center of the ring. We got to get some people down there. Madman Manson is fired up. You can bet he's going to get his payback on George McFly and company in the weeks to come. This is unbelievable.
I'm here with Red Vinny, Irish Whip superstar. Red Vinny, how are you today?
I'm doing very well, Fiona, but to tell you the truth, there's been a lot of things in my mind since Whiplash first burst back onto the wrestling channel. See, last year, I made a lot of mistakes, and I'm not proud of them. But every day, every time I go out in front of that crowd, I'm trying to atone for the things that I've done, the things I did last year. Because, see, people started getting on my side. The boos started slowly turning into cheers. And I remembered why I first got into the sport, why I first started wrestling. So, I'm keeping the mantle of the heretic. I'm keeping that name on me to remind me of the mistakes I made. And to remind me that every time I do go out there, yeah, I'm fighting for something, a greater cause. And there's a lot of people in Irish repress.
Whoa. You think you're something, yeah? If you don't know, I'm Pac. I'm the new sensation.
Yeah.
I'm the new sensation in British cruiserweight wrestling, yeah? So you think you're something, yeah? How about you take me on, yeah? Whiplash TV? How about we do it? How about you prove you're something, mate? How about you prove it?
Oh, I'll prove it. Don't worry, Pac. And by the end of it, when the smoke's cleared, you'll be seeing nothing but red. And that's exactly why they call me.
Whatever, chump, whatever, yeah? We'll see, yeah?
Endgame, Pac. Get ready.
What?
There I am, myself and George McFly, putting on a technical marvel as only Manson can ever do. And Keego Ward and the Ballymun Spooner get involved in my match. They kick me where the sun has never shone and where no other man has ever touched, or woman for that matter. I know, they think they're going to come into Irish Whip. Keego Ward, he's only a newcomer. He thinks he's going to take out the greatest technical marvel, Manson, the most recognisable face in Irish Whip. You haven't got a hope, Ward. You, Bruiser, you've seen what I've done to you before. Manson will have the better of you at the end of the day.
The next match is our main event. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Drew Galloway!
We are just about ready for our main event. It's Whiplash TV here on the Wrestling Channel. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Eamon Darcy here at ringside, bringing you all the action. And what a match this one is going to be. There he is, all the way from Bonnie, Scotland, Glasgow to be specific, the Drew Galloway. Wait a minute. Galloway disrespectfully with the tricolour around himself. This is horrible. Talk about disrespecting the great nation of Ireland. Galloway's not going to win any fans with those type of actions. And Galloway tonight with a tremendous opportunity to get the Irish Whip Wrestling International Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Galloway and SOS have faced off for the championship on numerous occasions. But tonight, Drew Galloway thinks this is going to be his night. We're going to have to wait and see.
And his opponent, from Dublin City, weighing in at 260 pounds, SOS,
When I wrote these words, I meant to send this message to all. You rise against me, you'll fall. You're messing with the SOS, me to messing with the best. I must confess, I'll leave your body in the stress, cause out there blessed to take it right down. You're the storm from Dublin.
And there he is, the current Irish Whip Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion, SOS, Seamus O'Shaughnessy. He's got a tough task ahead of him tonight, but you can bet the chap means business. The These fans coming alive for the IWW International Heavyweight Champion. SOS, as I have said in the past, has defended that championship successfully all around this great country.
None of your words faze me, 'cause I hate the strength of the
And
city
tonight
that
he's
raised me,
defending it
praise me for
against
doing
the
right
pride
thing,
of
making this
Scotland,
my ring, flipping
the
this
Drew
rapper, making
Galloway.
You all sing, 'cause I'm here to dominate, annihilate.
And there he
demonstrate
is.
That I will face all that you got. You coming up on me, and you're gonna get dropped. You're the reason SOS can't stop coming.
And that is what it's all about.
I'm the people's champ, so
The
what
most
do you
coveted
say? What do you
prize
say?
in all of European wrestling, the IWW International Heavyweight Championship. This is what all the top competitors from all over Europe come to compete for. And that is why the Drew Galloway is here tonight. The referee's got the prize in his hands. These two men are going to do whatever it takes to leave Dublin City tonight with the IWW Championship. Oh, give me a break. Drew Galloway thinks he's already won the belt. But SOS has got a thing or two to say about that. And here we go, the bell has sounded. Talk about a big main event. Last week, we saw SOS defend the championship successfully against Charlie Rage from London, England, with an assist from the Drew Galloway. And that was confusing enough. What a turn of events that was. But earlier tonight, Drew Galloway made his intentions known. He wants to be the one to defeat SOS for the IWW International Championship, and tonight he's got his chance. Both these big men lock up, collar and elbow in the center of the ring. And Drew Galloway shoved right over the top rope to the floor. SOS showing Drew Galloway who the man is right now, and it's SOS, the champion, in control. The referee laying the count on Drew Galloway. Galloway very surprised at the turn of events there, and rightly so. Galloway is no small man. And listen to this crowd. This is what Irish Whip Wrestling and Whiplash TV is all about. But Drew Galloway taking the crowd right out of this match. Now in control with a side headlock on the heavyweight champion. This side headlock has been around just about as long as wrestling itself has. Nice counter by SOS. First using the top wrist lock and then going into a side headlock of his own. And the champion takes him over. Side headlock takeover by SOS. Drew Galloway has to be frustrated here. This is not how he thought, I'm sure, that this match was going to go. Galloway back on his feet. Left hands to the midsection of O'Shaughnessy. The champion now off the ropes. Shoulder block, and down goes the Drew Galloway. SOS over the top and right back in, this time to a front face lock. Continuing to wear down the Drew Galloway. This crowd solidly behind the champion here in Dublin. This atmosphere is electric. O'Shaughnessy avoiding that cheek shot in the corner by Galloway and takes him back over with that side headlock. O'Shaughnessy is wrestling a very smart match here. Not going for the kill straight away. He's wearing down continually the Drew Galloway, and that's going to throw Galloway right off his game. Galloway now, the cagey veteran that he is, he's been wrestling for 5 years and is only 20 years of age. He began pro wrestling when he was 15 years old. O'Shaughnessy, first with the arm drag takeover and then with a side headlock takeover, out wrestling the Drew Galloway. And talk about Galloway being a 5-year pro, we know all about the credentials of SOS, Seamus O'Shaughnessy. He has defeated athletes the caliber of D'Lo Brown. You saw him last week defeat Charlie Rage. He's also defeated the world famous Vampiro. O'Shaughnessy with a very impressive resume, no doubt about it. Galloway hooked the ropes that time off the Irish Whip, and it's O'Shaughnessy who's elevated over the top rope to the floor. Drew Galloway with that desperation backdrop over the top rope has completely turned the tide here. And now the challenger out on the floor, taking over on the champion. This crowd is absolutely electric here tonight in Dublin at the Laughter Lounge. But it's O'Shaughnessy who goes kidney first into that ring apron, and once again, the Drew Galloway has taken the crowd right out of this matchup. And that's exactly what Galloway has to do. He's got to keep the crowd out of it and make O'Shaughnessy wrestle his type of match. Both men now back inside the squared circle. Elbows to the midsection by the champion, trying to fire back, but it's Galloway with a rake in the face. O'Shaughnessy temporarily blinded here by the Drew Galloway. Irish whip, no, beautiful drop toe hold by the Drew Galloway, now hooking the legs of O'Shaughnessy in that figure four. Adding the pressure continually now is the Drew Galloway. Check out this submission maneuver. Galloway's got the legs hooked in a figure four leg lock and pulling back on the shoulders of O'Shaughnessy. That could completely rip the rotator cuff of O'Shaughnessy right out of its socket. This submission move is absolutely devastating. O'Shaughnessy now has managed to free his arms and reach the bottom rope. Much to the dismay of Galloway, but he's right back on O'Shaughnessy with that knee drop connecting right to the left shoulder of the champion. Galloway now really opening up on O'Shaughnessy, choking him with that pressure of the second rope, standing right up on his shoulders, all 245 pounds of the Drew Galloway. And look at that conceited look on his face. And O'Shaughnessy shoved right out of the ring with those being choked by Galloway with his boot right up into the throat of the champion. I don't think I've ever seen SOS assaulted in this manner before, but nonetheless the champion showing his toughness, firing right back with that German suplex. Beautiful bridge. No, a near fall for the champion. Just when you count out SOS, he comes right back, but that drop kick to the side of the head may take him out of this matchup permanently. The Drew Galloway sensing victory. This conceited young man may be just moments away from bringing the championship back to Scotland. SOS trying to fire back, but that boot to the midsection stops him in his tracks, and a scoop body slam by the Drew Galloway. What a fight this has been, what a battle, these two men going tooth and nail. From the second rope, Galloway misses the leg drop. And this crowd comes alive. Now is the time for SOS to get back into this matchup. The referee laying the count on both these great competitors. O'Shaughnessy trying to use the ropes to get back to his feet. The champion has been ravaged in this matchup. Galloway back to his feet first, but O'Shaughnessy fires back straight away with forearms. The champ with another shot, knocking stars right into Drew Galloway's head. Look at this, O'Shaughnessy with a backbreaker. Galloway on Dream Street here. Galloway slam. This crowd is on fire for the champion tonight. Here in Dublin, here we go, Celtic Slam time. But no, Galloway rakes the face of O'Shaughnessy and scoops him up. Going for that gunslinger, but it's O'Shaughnessy who re-counters into the Celtic Slam. There it is! O'Shaughnessy with a cover too. No, wait a minute. Charlie Rage at ringside just pulled O'Shaughnessy off of Galloway. We've got a disqualification here. Samoan drop by Charlie Rage. Wait a minute. Rage, he's eyeing up Drew Galloway. Spear, there it is. The Rage rectifier. Oh, wait a minute. Rage just nailed the referee. Somebody needs to stop this beautiful standing moonsault by Rage. Come on. Obviously, Rage feeling hard done by what took place last week on the program. Coming out here and prematurely ending this matchup. Oh, low blow. A low blow by Rage on the Drew Galloway. Galloway just beating the life out of both men. Jackhammer slam, no, vertical suplex by Charlie Rage. O'Shaughnessy is hurt. Charlie Rage completely cleaning house here tonight. He wants that championship, make no mistake about it. Charlie Rage has completely destroyed SOS, the heavyweight champion, and the Drew Galloway.
By disqualification, Drew Galloway!
The Drew Galloway. Wait a minute. The referee has disqualified Seamus O'Shaughnessy. The Drew Galloway wins this match as a result of a disqualification, and look at the look on the face of the Drew Galloway. He has finally defeated SOS, but not for the championship. The IWW Championship, let me remind you, can only change hands on a pinfall or a submission, so SOS remains the heavyweight champion. Nonetheless, the Drew Galloway ekes out a victory here tonight against SOS. But what about the actions of Charlie Rage? This story is not over. What a way to end Whiplash TV.